it was right when we were bombing Afghanistan, and I had the opportunity. It was Advent time, and I had the opportunity to go down to El Salvador and live in Chalatenango, just for a month. I had a friend that was down there, and it was a really powerful place to be, because U.S. aided helicopters have been bombing of El Salvador, 10 years ago, and to see that now this is 10 years later, and you still see all the effects of war. And that was my first experience of having a little exposure to, like, being among people of war, and just seeing how that these bombs that were probably like, the bombs that we're doing in Afghanistan were at least 20 times greater, if not more, in size and power. To see the effects that the bombs had in northern El Salvador, and how it still looks 10 years later, and knowing like every person has two casualties. At least one person they've lost to the war, and at least another person they've lost to immigration, that has had to come up here, that's no longer in their community. And it was really impacting. And then when I came back, I took a bus ride from here to down the West Coast, and hung out with people, UFW folks in East LA. Then I went down to Tijuana and met with some people doing community-based organizing there, mostly around housing and creating your own money sources of revenue and funding. And then going along the border to southern Texas, where I have my relatives, and spending time with my aunts, and just meeting women all along the border that are doing organizing, and just trying to observe from them, and realizing that there's no easy answer. It's struggle, and it's, making choices, and it is sacrifice, but that there should be some balance in that, and that, but that work needs to be done,